not gonna lie.
A little too slow?
It makes me want to use the bathroom.
Wait, seeing a planet? He
No,
makes
just like like when you're in a waiting room and they're like playing Enya and it makes you want to use the bathroom. It has that same effect.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm not gonna lie, it's the best. It's the best one they give you. When I was using Melon for the first time a couple of years ago, they had a couple of good intros that I loved. In fact, it was the only reason why I even stuck with them as long as I did, because their intro is a little bit better than the ones that StreamYards give. But uh, apparently not anymore, even with the pro version. But look, trying it out, as you can see, guys, from my graphics, whatever you want to call it, trying out different things, different background. Well, I mean, the background I'm trying to use behind us is Texas Chainsaw holding up his mother's face or whatever that woman was that was taking care of him. But yeah, well, look, I'm just gonna simply say this movie was straight booty. Kitty, thank you for coming on. It was a pleasure. I'll see you soon.
Great.
Well, look, no, hold on a second. And hey, Mr. E, I told you we were gonna come on, and I told you we were going live. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have used your words straight booty. But look, it's hard to tell people to go and watch this film with the straight face. It really is.
I don't think it's on my recommendations list. No.
But it's also hard to tell somebody to watch something that you're paying for free anyway. You're paying for Netflix. If you got a Netflix subscription, you're paying for it anyway. It's an hour and 21 minutes. It's 80 something minutes without credits. So it's just, or 81 minutes without credits. I think 123 total. I'm sorry. That's not the right math. 83 minutes total, but I think 81 minutes without credits. And I'll just get to it. There is an end credit scene, so whatever. If you're gonna watch it, look. I said to you what is the first thing I said after I watched the film? I enjoyed the killings. I did. And if you're gonna take a movie for its killings and give it points for the deaths or whatever, I thought it was a brutal film. They didn't hold back. They definitely didn't hold back. But let me ask you this, Kitty.
Yeah.
What story were they trying to tell? Was it like an anti-gun message? They had the school shootings thing a little bit tied in there. I mean, they are in Texas. So, I mean, if you are anti-gun, probably shouldn't be living in Texas. That's number one. But number two, the gentrification of either older or ghost towns or poor towns, it just lost me a little bit. I didn't know what story it was they were trying to tell. So that's why, if you're going to go into this film, it's the only way I think you can go into this film and possibly somewhat not want to kill yourself. And I say that loosely. I'm not making fun of, obviously, suicide, but you're rooting for Leatherface. I didn't care about any of these characters. I didn't care about any of them. I thought they were all fucking stupid. And they also rip off Halloween, and I'll get to that in a little bit too. They also rip off Halloween, and you could probably even argue Terminator Dark Fate with them bringing back Linda Hamilton's character in Sarah Connor in what do you call it, in the last Terminator film. But I don't know. I'm rambling. What'd you think?
I mean,
thanks, Crayon Dude. Thank you.
It's supposed to be a sequel to the original 1971. So if we're going based off that, I mean, 1971, it's cheesy.
I'll read it. Go ahead. Remember when horror movie characters used to be likable and not dumb idiots that deserve to die? I mean, characters were kind of silly in older horror films, but now they are just inhumanly stupid. Now, are you talking about, which one? You're talking about the characters itself?
I think in all horror movies, there always a setup where there are a few characters that just straight up deserve to die.
Yeah, but the point with this movie is they were all like that. You can really say that honestly about all of them, for the most part. I mean, if you want to argue Lila, the one that had the flashbacks of the school shooting, she was a survivor of a school shooting, but she even made stupid mistakes in this film.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, what are you doing? Like, and like I said, the plot of the film got lost on me. Were
So
they trying to? Yeah, I'm sorry.
So the way the film was kind of mapped out and laid out, I thought the protagonist was going to be Lila's sister, the curly haired main girl. I thought
I,
she was going to be the one who's going to survive. Because
I thought the protagonist was going to. Yes, I also thought too. And obviously, there's we're going to get to that in a little bit too. What happened to what's her name? Melody.
yeah, Melody.
Uh, but what about the OG? What about the the survivor of the 1973
Oh
massacre?
no, no, I thought that was going to be a done deal.
And it's just like they built it up, and then like she comes in, and then even she like the stupidest fucking moment too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which we'll get to in a little bit. But describe like let's talk about the very beginning of the film and how it opens. They drive to Harlow. They're like these entrepreneurs, or I mean, some sites call them influencers. I don't know what the fuck they are, but they're like these young
the two are chefs, and they're all young entrepreneurs. But the two main one are chefs, and they want to kind of gentrify this country area in Texas, like make it like another. You know what hipsters do?
No, exactly. That's what I was about to say. They're hipsters.
Yeah.
They're pretty much hipsters,
Yeah.
and they picked Harlow, Texas, like a ghost town. It's pretty much a ghost town. But let me ask you, like, did what was his name again? Dante. Did Dante knowingly did he know that he didn't have the deed to that house? Because they were looking for it, like they were trying to prove the old woman wrong. Because she's like, I have the deed to the house. I didn't foreclose. Like, what's going on? And they're like, well, you gotta get out. You gotta get out. And then obviously she croaks and whatever. But then she finds the deed at one point, Melody, and she's like, oh my God, I'm responsible for this woman's death. And she obviously felt guilty throughout the movie for it. But did Dante know this?
I don't know. It was all set up really weird. I think where he probably it felt like he thought that he was going to come in and he was going to own this town anyway. So maybe it was all of those blocks are going to be his. So why not just take it anyways?
Yeah.
That's what it kind of felt like.
But these are kids.
Yeah.
They're all kids. Like, that's the other thing too. Like, even the investors that came on the bus or whatever, they were like all kids. And oh my God, I'm glad they died. Oh my God. Well, we're going to get to the cell phone part. I mean, that was just fucking ridiculous, but that's just how people are today. And it's just fucking, but yeah, I get it. I get it. I don't know. And what Mr. Reese said is exactly right. It was pretty much a shameless ripoff of the Halloween trope that they tried to explore in the 2018 version of the film with, everything that happened after the first movie is shit. This is the true sequel, and we're going to bring back the original antagonist or the original, the original hero or the survivor, and she's gonna come face to face with her devils and her demons. That's been haunting her for nearly 50 years. So it's just like, okay, all right, but I mean that went nowhere, and
fast.
Yeah,
no
and fast.
And
fast. It would. I would have laughed harder if she would have just died like straight off the bat,
Yeah.
But all right, so.
And I'm telling you, one of the most useless freaking characters in that whole movie was the guy that gave them the keys to the building and was like, what, Lila gave her a cigarette. I don't even know his name.
Richter.
Was it Richter?
Richter was the guy. Yeah, Richter's the guy that, at one point you think him and Lila are doing something. And she's like, no, I just went to use the bathroom. But, she's playing around with his fucking, what do you call it, automatic weapon or whatever. I forgot. I don't know exactly the type of gun it was. But, it was a rifle or whatever. Yeah. And he took the clip out. So it was just, I don't know. But it was just weird. Like, it's like, okay, well, so the woman dies. I need to make sure that you didn't just put a woman out of her house.
I'm going to take your keys.
On purpose. I'm going to take your keys so the movie can go on. So you can't escape when Leatherface starts killing people. It's just like, all right, whatever. Look, again, I thought the killings were amazing. They were fucking brutal.
For what it was, Especially because I did not enjoy the one with Jordana Brewster. I thought that was crap.
Yeah, I can't remember which ones I didn't like.
I did like the one with Jessica Biel.
I did too, and I did like the one with Alexandra Daddario as well. But I also like Alexandra Daddario.
I did not like the one with Alexandra Daddario, but I do like Alexandra Daddario.
It was just got stupid at the end when she's like, what'd she say? We're like cousin, that's my cousin or something like that. And like, she like helps him kill us. I forgot, honestly, I forgot how
it was pretty much like
that movie ended, but it was stupid. It was good to see. It was good to look at Alexandra Daddario.
Listener Jim.
What's up, listener Jim? How you doing? Hopefully everybody in the chat has seen this film because I really don't want to spoil it.
Let's start a spoil.
But I think you going to watch it spoils it anyway. It does. All right, so
for what it's worth, though, it's entertaining.
It is entertaining because you
15. Yeah.
Exactly. It's entertaining. It's a quick film, as are most horrors. You know, I think any horror that goes over an hour and a half is too long, unless it's a good film. But look, you got So you got Dante, you got Melody, you got Lila. You know, and Melody and Dante are in search now of a deed because they kicked out an old woman. Because they thought that she foreclosed. They thought that they actually owned the deed to the house. She has a heart attack. And it just so happens that she's been harboring, right? Harboring, is that the word? When you're harboring a fugitive? Yeah. She's been harboring a guy that's been on the run for nearly 50 years. And no one obviously knows his face from the original film in 73 because he's wearing a mask, wearing a skin face mask. So he got adopted or whatever. I don't know. Some what was she again? Orphanage, right? It was an orphanage.
She was the like kind of the mother of the orphanage. Yeah.
Right. So she takes him in. He's been there this whole time. So when they're kicking around and she's obviously frail to begin with, she croaks. She dies on the way to the hospital in an ambulance. And he goes with her. When I say hey, Leatherface. And one of the other girls from the group goes with them. What was her name? Honestly, it doesn't even matter because she wasn't even fucking.
It's Dante's wife or fiance.
Okay. And she gets brutally murdered. She's one of the first ones from that group to get brutally murdered. He kills the deputy and whatever and the sheriff. So then he goes back to town. But it's just like, oh my God. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, there was really like there was no story whatsoever in my mind. There wasn't. That. And
he
then
just had no, like, it was just like, like Michael Myers had a purpose of why he was killing people.
Mm-hmm.
What was this dude's purpose of just randomly killing everybody into town for no good reason? Like, it was just like, okay, I understand you think your mother died because of XYZ. Kill the people you thought killed your mother. Why are you just going on a killing rampage?
Just killing. Well, you know what? I think at that point, and let me just read Crayon Dude's comments really quick. I haven't watched it, but I don't intend to. I started watching All of Us Are Dead on Netflix. I haven't started that stream yet. I mean, I haven't started that series yet. It does look good.
Starting next.
Yeah, it does look good. It does look good. I'm probably going to watch that next. I think in this case, Kitty, I think the reason why he does what he does is coming off of the events of the first film. Obviously, there's something wrong with him. All right. The way he was raised, the way he was brought up, and the killing spree that he went on in the first film. I think she was the only thing keeping him from doing it again. So it wasn't necessarily like he was killing them because they were semi or directly responsible for her death. It's the fact that she is dead. And he's like, all right, well, now I'm just going to kill everybody. I don't care. So he does that. But really quick, because I got to fast forward to this. Oh, my God. I couldn't. Like, what the fuck? So there's obviously a bus full of investors or whatever. And, at one point, they know that this guy's coming after, Melody and Lila. They know that somebody's coming after them. So they get on the bus and they go in the back and everybody's like, they're still partying or drinking or whatever. The guy comes on the bus with a fucking chainsaw. And they turn around and they're all on their phone videoing them saying, go ahead, bro. We're going to cancel you. Well, guess what? He canceled them by murder. Forever. Permanent cancellation. No other network is picking them up. They're dead. And it's just like, that's my point. You're rooting for Leatherface to just fucking demolish them. And it's literally almost like you're saying, hey, 1973, please destroy 2022 because it's fucking insane. That's how I was taking it. So I'm like, just do whatever. But, and then this one character, like I said, the girl that plays Sally, the woman Sally, she becomes a ranger. She's in search of this guy. And the only reason why she got a tip that he might be this guy, Leatherface might be the guy that's causing problems, is somebody heard on the CB radio that he's wearing a skin mask and shit. So she hears that and she goes, all right, well, this is my guy. So she goes to Harlow. She's hunting him down, in dramatic fashion. And then she finally gets a moment with him at point blank range. The girl's got a fucking shotgun on her. And she's pleading with him to remember her name. I don't even think he can speak. Remember my name. And then when he doesn't remember her from 50 years ago, she gets she freezes up. She could have just shot him. Like, what the fuck happened? And then he fucking what is he? He tears into her with the
chainsaw.
The chainsaw, and she
lifts her up off the ground.
She just so happens to live just long enough to shoot him to phase him. Like, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, man.
And relay a very important message to Lila.
Yeah, but pretty much and that's another reason why Mr. E's right. It was a shameless ripoff of Halloween, because that's what Jamie Lee Curtis's character did in Laurie Strode. She decided, I'm not going to run. I'm going to meet you head on, because if I continue to run, you will haunt me for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. So she tells her, do not run. Go after him or he'll haunt you forever. So she does. And this is the girl that was a school shooting survivor. And that's the thing. Like, what was the message of this film?
There was a lot of, it wasn't any messages. There was a lot of takeaways.
Cancel culture is a scary thing thanks to Twitter. Well, it's not just Twitter, but Twitter is probably the largest cesspool of that movement. But yeah, no. So again, look. So the Dante kill was cool because dude straight, he fucking gash, his fucking jaw was hanging. That was cool. When Richter gets he gets pummeled, his face gets pummeled on the ground, and Melody just has to stand there or lay there and watch, hiding under the bed. That was a cool kill. A bunch of cool kills. I mean, that's pretty much what this movie's about. Cool kills, very quick, sets up a possible sequel, but there have been a lot of, which I think they'll probably do, but there were a lot of negative reviews with this. And
I mean, it's B slasher. That's what it is.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And Legendary is the one that did this. Lionsgate were the original producers of this film, a studio. But Lionsgate took so long in between films that they lost the rights. So Legendary Pictures picked it up, and Legendary is the one that went with the film. I heard that the test screenings for this movie was so bad that they skipped the theatrical release and gave it to Netflix. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that makes sense. It completely makes sense. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw the trailer, when they dropped the trailer, I think last month or something like that, it intrigued me. It did. It looked scary. But there was a red flag for me when I saw it was coming to Netflix. I'm not saying Netflix movies are bad. Most of them really aren't as great, but there have been a select few that I enjoyed. That was kind of a red flag, to be honest with you. And that's actually a good point, Mr. E. So who knows? Who knows if that's true? But like I said, it wouldn't surprise me very much. So I'll let you explain it. What happens in not only the ending, but the post credit scene.
Well, you want to say the ending? I mean, evil dies tonight. No,
evil dies tonight. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess they get in the Tesla to go home.
Or the autopiloted Tesla.
Autopiloted Tesla.
Yeah.
And we're thinking that everything's going to be hunky freaking dory, and this Michael Myers-esque demon dude who survived a kill just pulls Melody out from the car and just chops her head off.
Chops her head off. And all Lila can do
It's
is
just
scream.
roll back on auto ride.
Scream from I believe she was out of the sunroof, right? Because they opened up the sunroof.
Yeah.
She's standing out of the sunroof from the car as the car is being autopiloted, and she can just watch as the car drives away by itself and look back in horror as her that's her sister?
It's her sister, yeah.
Her sister Melody gets pulled from the car and just decapitated by the chainsaw. One of the most quietest chainsaws I've ever heard, by the way. I just found it very funny. And again, maybe it's a chainsaw that's just more modern. I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't really ever
What
used
do you mean? He pulled it from the wall from 1974.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so you got a chainsaw, right? We all know that chainsaws are very loud.
Mm-hmm.
They're not necessarily selective in when they're loud, when they're going to be loud or not. So when somebody's trying to creep up or down the stairs to escape, and he's like, what did I just hear over a fucking electric chainsaw? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I may be in the minority, but first Texas Chainsaw Massacre film should have never gotten sequels or reboots or whatever. In my opinion, it would have been fitting and scarier to leave it as is. I'm not going to lie, Mystery, and I hope I don't get too much shit for this. I watched the first Texas Chainsaw. I don't think I watched. I'm trying to remember if I watched one of the remakes or the not the sequels, not the part 2 and part 3 that came out directly after that. In like the early 80s, and I think the third one came out in like 1990. I'm talking about obviously the 2003 version or whatever happened after that, which either Jordana Brewster, Beale. I'm trying to remember if I watched those first. But when I watched Texas Chainsaw from 74 at a later age, I couldn't watch it. I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's unwatchable.
I could not watch it.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. Leatherface is probably one of my least favorite slashers. If you want to call him a slasher, whatever it is, Leatherface was always my least favorite.
Yeah.
But I appreciated what they tried to do afterwards to make it a more modern take and obviously give it a more modern spin with the Jessica Biels and the Brewsters and whatever. But
in theory, he's pretty petrifying. He's wearing,
of course he is. He's wearing a fucking
he's chasing people around with a chainsaw. But that movie from 1974 or whatever it is not scary.
No, it's like a B or a C movie. It's literally like, okay, you watching the Mad Max with Tom Hardy, and then you go and try to watch the original Mad Max, the first one. You could argue the sequels were a little bit better. Definitely not Thunderdome, but although I love that song. You go and try to watch the first Mad Max with Mel Gibson. It's unwatchable. It's literally unwatchable. It looks like I fucking recorded it on a camera. So that's how I felt when I watched the original 74 Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw. I didn't watch the Leatherface film that came out, I think like 2017. Did you?
I watched pieces of it because it's another unwatchable.
Now, when you say pieces, did you mean like the face?
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay, and let's talk really quick the end credit scene. Spoiler alert, guys, cover your mouth.
Doesn't he go back to like his childhood home or
goes back to where it all began? Yeah. He ventures out. How far away did they live from Harlow?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I have the same feeling for other films. Yeah, you could say that for a lot. There are a lot of films. So there are a lot of films. Guys, let me know if you've been through this as well. I watched it, sadly. I think he's talking about the Mad Max. I mean, I have too, obviously, but not worth. Oh, please don't ever, please. One of the most recent examples I could think of, even though it's not that recent, movie came out a while ago, was I Spit on Your Grave. I watched the remake. I Spit on Your Grave before I watched the original. Absolutely fucking loved it. Tried to watch the original, couldn't do it. Yeah. Couldn't do it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's also like, so the movie's highly disturbing. The newer version is highly disturbing. What's it? House on the Left.
House on the Left, yeah.
Yeah, highly disturbing.
Hills Have Eyes.
The original, I can't watch it.
I can't
And
watch.
it's a Wes Craven movie,
I
isn't it?
know that. I know that. Yeah. So that's the sequel, Road Warrior. Yeah, that's what everybody says. Road Warrior is really good. And that's part 2. And then when you get a little silly when you get to Beyond Thunderdome with Tina Turner and whatever. Great song, by the way, but it didn't have to be in the film. Yeah. Look, look, if the sequel comes out, I'll watch it. It can't be worse than this. Guys, if Legendary, if you're watching, which they probably are. I mean, it's not that late at night.
Yeah.
For Legendary Pictures or Studios, whatever they are. And how can
Watching
you
just your average content.
exactly? That's my point. It's just your average. Like, watch it. It'll blow you away in an average way. But like, hear us out. It's just get a better story. You had it right with the killings. The killings were great.
I mean, they should really just pick up on the story about Jay. Your story?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that wouldn't make sense unless you want to add, he's another character that gets thrown into that soup. We'll call him L.
Hell. Call him Hell.
But
Levy. We can call him Levy.
Levy, yeah, exactly. Yeah, most useless. I mean, besides Sally, what was the most useless character in this movie?
Richter.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, I guess Richter.
I mean, what was his point and purpose? Like, hand her the keys that he took back for no purpose?
Oh, hold on a second. That's what I forgot to. We skipped that. So when we first get introduced to Richter, he's going to gas up his truck, right?
Yeah.
Not so very economy friendly truck, but he's obviously carrying. And right away, Lila puts his dick down. He's probably compensated for something, whatever. Like, dude, you're in Texas. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. You're putting down somebody who can legally carry a gun. But that's what I meant. What message were they trying to do? Because they were obviously pushing like an anti-gun really quick from her point of view, not the other characters. Nobody else did that. But you had the anti-gun rhetoric a little bit. And then at the end of the film, she's using guns. So I don't know. I don't get it.
I think that's what's confusing. I don't think there is a message because it was, sending the message of what's going on at schools and anti-gun, and then at the end, it was her using a gun.
And at the end, it was death by chainsaw. Death by chainsaw. But I don't know. I was very disappointed because I thought the trailer and how they cut it and the way they edited it. I think they did a good job at engaging people. It looked really good. So I had some positive thoughts, or not positive thoughts. I was anticipating a little bit. I had hope. But yeah, really quick, and then we're gonna.
As I was watching, well, you're the one who sent me on this journey, by the way. You were like, "Oh, you should watch it. It's really good."
Because it was quick. You know what it was? Because it was fast. And I was rooting. I told you, at one point you wanted Leatherface to just kill them all, and that's what happened.
While I was watching and I finished, I was like, okay, it was okay. I was like, I wonder if Joe's setting me up.
No.
Does he want me? What does he want me to say about the movie?
No. You could have just came on and literally said, "This is booty. I'm done." I watched the original. I thought it was kind of meh. Same. I mean, the rape scene is, I know, but I was kind of expecting more substance. It was just one of these movies that's disturbing for the sake of it. I agree.
Which movies are you talking about?
Hold on, it's really quick. Like, hold on. Like Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah, why would you even make a movie like that? It just didn't make any sense. I was 12 when I watched it, by the way. 12.
Watched what? And what movie is he talking about?
I'm under the impression we're talking about Texas Chainsaw.
There was an R scene in Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, wasn't one of the girls in the group? Unless he's talking about. Hold on.
There was an R scene in House on the Left and the movie you were talking about.
I Spit on Your Grave. Yeah, you're right. Maybe there wasn't. I'm sorry. Well, now I'm confused.
So now I don't know what movie he's talking about.
Mystery, really quick. Which original are you talking about? I thought we were still talking about Texas Chainsaw, but you're right. I don't now because it's been so long since I watched that film.
Yeah.
But maybe he is talking about The House on the Left, or even like I said, I mean,
That's why House on the Left is a hard movie to watch.
and there was a lot of crazy shit in I Spit on Your Grave too.
Yeah, a lot. That's also a very hard movie to watch.
Yeah, that's why at the end of the film, when she cuts that guy's fucking dick off, you're like, fuck yeah. Good film though.
Yeah.
Just fucking crazy, sick.
Mm-hmm. The second sicker.
Crayon Dude, I don't think he means Revenge of the Nerds. That's actually pretty fucking funny though.
Yeah.
I
don't know. That's crazy.
Wait, was it the first Revenge of the Nerds, or was it the sequel that he rapes the girl on the moon?
Can we stop?
No. That's not a joke. So he dresses up in a costume, and the blonde cheerleader girl the popular girl thinks she's banging her boyfriend. Oh, he was talking about I Spit on Your Grave. Yeah. No, but dude, you got to watch I know it's crazy because most people swear by the original. Watch what was it, 2009 or 2010? When did the remake come out? I think it was around that. Watch the remake, man. Yeah. Oh my God. So good. So good. Really, I want to say 2009, 2010. 2010. I was right. Yeah, so no, there was a scene in Revenge of the Nerds. Again, I just can't remember which one it was, where Lewis dresses up in a costume and she's like, "Do you want to do it on the moon?" And he's like, whatever. And like he bangs her, and then she finds out that wasn't her boyfriend. So
it's funny.
Anyway, I think that's the first Revenge of the Nerds you're describing. That's what I thought. I didn't know if it was Nerds in Paradise. That's why I wanted to make sure, because all those Revenge of the Nerds films.
Talk about a movie they should never redo.
Yeah, no, there's no point. There's no point. Well, I mean, can you even do a movie called Revenge of the Nerds? I don't even think you can say nerds these days. Look, I'm canceled. Great.
Joe,
thanks, guys. Wait a minute.
We're canceling Joe.
Was that a setup? Did you want me to read that and say nerds? Was that a setup, Crayon Dude? All right, guys.
Average content.
I think that's pretty much it. There's really not much else to say about this film. Again, look, not the best film in the world. It's not even, I mean, you can't even really say it's good. It's just quick and it gets the job done. So if you want to watch a movie, if you're ever bored one day or one night and you have Netflix or you're not paying extra for it, and you want to,
why would you pay extra for Netflix? Who's paying extra for Netflix?
No. So if you don't, let's pretend you don't have Netflix, right?
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about a film that's on Netflix. By no means whatsoever should you say, you know what, I'm going to subscribe to Netflix for this.
Oh,
that's what I mean.
That person would need to get punched in the face. Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hollywood definitely can reboot, and they have, they have. So, look,
they even did Ace Ventura. They did, what is it? The little kid, he was Ace Ventura.
I don't know. You lost me.
Yeah, they're rebooting and remaking a whole bunch of things. They
did that to Home Alone.
And Ace Ventura, they turned him into a kid. It was like Kid Detective or some stuff like that. Yeah.
And then movies sometimes just get really shitty sequels that have like nobody from the original movie, like The Mask with Jamie Kennedy. Jim Carrey played Mask, and then Jamie Kennedy did the sequel, whatever, or Mask. Like then wasn't it like Mask Jr. or something like that with the kid? I don't know. I agree. You know what? I agree. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck Leatherface. It's true. It's true. My absolute least favorite.
You missed the whole segment where we were saying he's the worst.
Yeah, like my least absolute favorite. Or no, I'm saying it wrong. My absolute least favorite.
Of what though? Of slashers or just like killers in a horror film?
I think anything.
Anything?
I think anything. I think Norman Bates is a better killer from Psycho.
What about like
dressed in his mom's muumuu?
Scarecrow? The Scarecrow?
When's your next stream? That's a good question. I have no idea. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this stream, is because right now, probably most likely actually, Crayon Dude, next weekend. See, that's the thing. I don't want to wait till next Sunday, but next Friday, I'm going to be watching the Batman. Sucks I got to wait till Friday, but I'm going to be watching it Friday morning, and I'm going to give everybody what? I'm going to give everybody a couple of days, because not everybody can get to watch it right away. I was going to wait a week, but I think that's too long.
Well, I have to come back first so I can watch it. So you have to wait for me.
When is that? Or a crossover with Ghostface and Michael Myers? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Survivor. I'm sorry. I skipped. Hold on. I skipped a lot of. Let's hope there are no more Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies after this. There's probably going to be a sequel. They're always trying to make money. I wouldn't mind a survival game, though. Or then that's when he said, or a crossover with Ghostface and Michael Myers. I always wanted a sequel to Freddy versus Jason, and then include some other killers. Just get just a whole bunch of fucking killers in there. Fucking put Chucky in there. Fucking let's have fun.
Oh my God, Chucky.
I mean, I think it would be ridiculous. They can just fucking kick him across the room, but but I still put Chucky over Leatherface. Don't get me wrong, obviously. I mean, that goes without saying.
Chucky versus Annabelle.
Mikey the Hut, first of all, is afraid of scary movies, so we can't include him in these. He doesn't watch anything. He says he's a Star Wars fan, but he doesn't really watch like today's Star Wars stuff. Like he tried watching Boba Fett.
And Crayon Dude, have you seen streams where we streamed with Mikey the Hut?
Yeah. Yeah. So he doesn't really like to participate in most of the streams that I like, or he doesn't really like the things I like besides sports and yelling at people. So, but for the most part, he doesn't really come on that much. I've tried to get him on. Actually, he's on the first couple of 2 or 3 actually of the Boba Fett's. So, because he's a Star Wars fan, but then he lost interest in that. So, which I don't blame him. I lost interest in Boba Fett.
Wait, what?
He reads slow. I didn't. You know what, Crayon Dude? I didn't notice.
Is he talking about who's Mikey? What was he talking about, Mikey? Is that my Big Mike?
My Big Mike.
He was on your Boba Fett streams?
Yeah, like the first 2 or 3 of them. Yeah. And then he gave up.
Oh, wow.
Well, because he's an original Star Wars, like the original trilogy fan. So he obviously knows Boba Fett. And he was a fan of Boba Fett until the show came on. And he's like, wait a minute, that's not my Boba Fett.
I think we all said, wait a minute, that's not all Boba Fett.
So, no, but Crayon Dude, he reads slow. Does he? Today, Junior.
Yeah, you can't do Batman until I come back.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? A not so ordinary Jedi. Look at this. Jedi. Look, he usually comments like 4 hours before my stream, and then when we're on, he's not. But you know what, though? First of all, dude, isn't it like 3 o'clock in the morning by you?
No.
I'm trying to do the math. 9 and 6 is 15. Are you 6 or 7? So it's either 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning by him. Haven't seen this film yet. Heard it's really bad though. So not sure if it's worth the watch. Again, yeah, he said it's nearly 2 a.m. now. All right. So I was an hour off. Yeah, man. It's worth the watch if you just want to see stupid people die. Because that's what happens. But if you want a story or a plot or any type of satisfaction in that area, you're not going to get it. So it's totally up to you. I would be mistaken if I came on here and told anybody to go and watch it, even if I was getting paid to do so, which I'm not. So, but to answer Crayon Dude's question, which is a good one, I'm going to try to do something this week. I'm going to have to think of something because there's Batman coming up, and then we don't get anything until the end of the month with Moon Knight. So there's a lot of what to call it. Crayon Dude, the UK. He's in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm not saying that, and I'm totally wrong. The UK, not 8 a.m., 2 a.m. Oh, 3 a.m. I'm sorry. It looked like an 8 because of the font.
Yeah, the font. What's this?
I don't know. I picked Ultra. I have no idea. I'm just working this thing out. This is a new streaming service, so I'm working it out. I'm working out the kinkies. So I'm gonna have to think of something, Crayon, dude. But like I said, right now, Batman's coming out, so I'm gonna review that next
We
week.
need to do.
So wait, when do you come back? When do you come back?
I come back next Saturday.
All right, so Sunday. Wait, no, you still have to watch it though.
Yeah. So I want to go watch it on Sunday.
So when could you review it?
Probably the following week, like maybe
week,
like Monday or Tuesday. You said you were going to give people a week.
No, I said I was originally going to give people a week. I don't want to wait a week.
Jeez.
I don't want to wait a week.
Okay, can you at least give me to like Tuesday?
Let's do it Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday.
What day is that? The 8th?
We still haven't done our Spider-Man show.
You know what? All right. Maybe that'll be our next stream. Maybe we'll do the ranking of the Spider-Man films. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
All right.
We'll talk about that off screen because we're just talking now. Now you and I are just talking together.
No, we're not. There's people listening to us.
Although I'm not going to lie, we're at 41. We're clocking 41 minutes right now, not including the 30-minute long intro that I picked earlier.
You want to use the bathroom?
I guarantee. Well, not guarantee. I promise you, this 41 minutes and change that we're at now is still entertaining. More entertaining
than the hour and 15 minutes you're gonna get watching Texas Chainsaw
than the entirety of Texas Chainsaw. Wait till Mikey the Hut watches the Batman. If I wait for that, we wouldn't be doing a review until I don't know, when does it come out on digital for free? That's when we will be able to do it. I cannot wait that long. And he may not even watch it. I don't even think he likes. I have no idea. I got really bad. You know what it is? Because I'm drinking rosé. Don't make fun of me, guys, at home.
Day.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, and this isn't a plug because I'm not going to lie, it wasn't that good. But I finally found, because I was looking for it last year, I finally found Bon Jovi's rosé. Bon Jovi has his own rosé company. It's called Hampton Water. I'm not making this up. It's true. The Hampton Water. So I finally found it in a liquor store by me. I was like, oh, all right, I'm going to try it. So I opened it up last night. I'm like, oh my God. So this is the end of it. So,
I mean, would you expect rosé from Bon Jovi called Hampton Water to taste good?
I mean, he made it sound really good when he was plugging it on Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews. I'm so beyond hyped for the Batman. I mean, I would love to just keep talking Batman. I would love it because I am too. And I almost actually changed my ticket. They just added shows. So originally, obviously, we all know it was coming out the 4th, which almost always translate for the 3rd, that Thursday, which I usually normally go and watch movies. I like to watch it the night before. I'm going myself, and I don't like to sit next to people if it's a crowded, like by myself. And I have two strangers, literally on top of me on both sides. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to go to the 7 o'clock on Thursday. I'll just go early morning at 11 a.m. on Friday. And I mean, dude, the theater is still literally untaken. There's maybe 5 or 6 seats other than mine that are sold out. So there's still a lot, whatever. But anyway, so we know that they did the March 1st sneak peek. I was late to the game, so those sold out too quick. So people are going to see it on March 1st. But they just added today, March 2nd, and earlier shows for Thursday, March 3rd. So I was like, oh shit, should I go at 4 o'clock or 3:30? I think 3:30. RPX, which is Regal's version of IMAX. Or just keep my IMAX for Friday. So I'm just gonna keep the Friday. Fuck it. All right, really quick. 3-hour long movie, Batman that's 15 plus rated. Fuck yeah, count me in. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Tell him there's wrestling in the Batman. And there probably is. It's somebody dressing up in a costume fighting. So I mean, pretty much the same thing. Am I right? You buy 3 seats in the middle.
I do, Crayon.
So
dude.
Crayon, dude, I would love to do that. And I even thought about doing that because the seats next to me are actually still available. They're $20-something a seat because it's IMAX. So I can't financially swing that. Joe in the old days would have bought the whole fucking row. If I was able to. I don't know how many. I think maybe I think is it 8 or 10 that's the max that you could buy in one sitting, but I would have bought a lot of seats, just to fucking, I'm going to put my hat on this chair. I'm going to put one sock on this chair, whatever. But yeah, I just can't do that. IMAX is just too expensive, and after the handling fees or whatever fucking service fees that they charge you on the app per ticket after tax, you're paying $30 a ticket. So no, I can't swing $90.
Well, forgo your fucking jujubes, man.
I don't even buy candy. And for a movie that's 3 hours long, guess what? I'm not going to be buying any. No, I'm lying. I'll buy a bottle of water. But guess what? What I normally do when I'm watching a film, 3 hours or 2.5 hours plus, I'll buy a bottle of water because I don't want to buy soda anymore because I'm trying not to drink soda. I won't open the fucking bottle of water until like maybe 30 minutes left of the film because I don't want to have to go to the bathroom. Now, generally, I actually have a pretty good bladder, so it's not like I take a sip of water and I have to go to the bathroom. Like most of the girls I date, they're like, "Oh my god, I just looked at the water. I got to go to the bathroom." I'm like, seriously, the movie just fucking started. Like, what are you doing? But I'm pretty good. Like, if I'm fucking driving long distance, I don't want to stop unless it's fucking gas time. That's it. That's how I am. So, but yeah, I don't buy jujubes or whatever. I'll get nachos with cheese or the pretzels. You can't. They're fucking they frisk you and you can't bring anything into the theater. The way this theater is.
Frisk you. What theater are you going to?
I'm telling you, look. If they're gonna ask me for a Vax card, they're gonna,
They ask you for a Vax card in your theater.
Yeah, it's New York. It's New York. I mean, I'm not going to that one, but I'm just saying, if the ones by me are going to ask for a card, no, but they do frisk you. They do. And if a girl has a bag, they ask to check your bag. They don't like go inside it, but they'll just tell you to open it or whatever. But, all right, guys, this conversation is a little weird. Yeah, literally, I'm booked on the 4th at 6 at the cinema. It's practically empty. Yeah. Same here. I will say this, and I'm not saying that means the movie's bad because there's no way this movie's going to be bad. Comparatively to Spider-Man No Way Home, the next day I could not buy another ticket, Spider-Man No Way Home. So the fact that my theater is still entirely full, available, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. All right. I'm about to head out, have a good stream. Gotta love these. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Shut up, Joe.
We're talking about bringing water bottles and Crayon Dude, they'll confiscate the water bottle. They'll tell you to throw it out.
God.
They'll tell you to throw it out. I made the mistake one time of buying Starbucks before the movies, and I had like almost the whole thing left, and they wouldn't let me in. I'm like, you guys don't have coffee. Like, I can understand if I'm bringing something in that you guys have. You don't have fucking Starbucks coffee. You don't have coffee at all. You have soda, but this isn't the same thing. Like, why can't it? Like, they made me fucking. They wouldn't let me in. So, all right, Kitty. I'm gonna end the stream here. Things have gone
terribly awry.
Things have gone south. No, again, I'd rather talk Batman than the fucking Texas Chainsaw. But guys, I normally plug my next stream, but as I stated on here, I don't even know when my next stream is going to be. It was going to be Sunday, but I'm changing it for somebody that's sitting to my
Batman tickets right now.
So buy them. Mr. Reed, thank you again, guys. Thank you very much for stopping in the live chat, talking, keeping this conversation going. You, Crayon Dude, Not So Ordinary Jedi, I want to make sure. There was one other comment earlier saying something about Leatherface. Martin, thanks for stopping in. New face. For the most part, I guess not a face, right? I really didn't see you. But new name, so always good to have other people come in, even if it's abrupt and vulgar. Graphic. Fuck Leatherface in the ass. All right, guys, have a good night. I will see everybody really soon. Obviously, if you're subscribed, you'll know when I'm about to post a video, so just keep the notifications going. Smash the like button if you can. Helps out the channel. And I will see everybody really soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Kitty, remember, there's not going to be an after show, so have a good night.
All right. Bye, Joe.
All right. Good night.